then there were 5.
This HOH right here at Final 5 is the most crucial HOH at this point in the game. Let's say I win HOH, nominate Bicken and Manda, left Josie and Jed off the block. Josie wins the veto, takes off Bicken, Jed goes up and they vote out Jed. So it's very imperative that I win this HOH. Or Jed wins this HOH. So we can secure our safety, and we also need to win the veto. If we don't win the veto, we are done. Both of us are gone. Both of us are gone. So I know I said I didn't want to win HOH like that, but it's time to win, baby. It's time to win.
So for this HOH competition, it's called Jukebox. So here's how it'll work. I'm going to send a video in the house chat with 6 songs. All you have to do is figure out what the songs are, 1 through 6, with the name of the song and the artist, and send it to your DR. Alright, so we do have a winner. The answers were: the first song was Calling All the Monsters by China Anne McClain. Second one was Monster Mash by Bobby Pickett. Third song was Thriller by Michael Jackson. Fourth song was Dragula by Rob Zombie. Fifth song was Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell. And the sixth song was Disturbia by Rihanna. And the person who sent in the list first by literally 2 seconds, congratulations, Jed, you're the new HOH.
I think this HOH is super important because this season there's a Final 3. So everybody competes at Final 4. So if I win this HOH competition, I'm automatically guaranteed a 25% chance to play for a spot in the Final 3. So we get sent a list of songs, and fortunately for me, I spend a lot of time at work and not paying attention on TikTok. So a lot of the songs that were sent were all songs that I know and recognize from TikTok. So I match them up super quickly and I send them in, and by about a couple seconds, I win Final 5 HOH.
So in this HOH, I fight and I fight and I fight. And of course, Jed wins HOH. In the last few times Jed has won HOH, I've said the same thing. I've rejoiced because I'm safe. This is the first time that I've ever not been happy that Jed has been in a position of power, because I know that he is gonna put me up and I'm not safe. So at this point, all of the games that I've played, I've kind of sat in the middle. I've not won much. I've never had to rely on comps to feel safe or to secure myself. I've always had people win around me and make themselves bigger threats.
Congrats.
Child, I thought it was 5 songs, not 6. I look so stupid. Anyways.
I was stuck on the 4th song.
Oh my god.
I just lost count.
I didn't even
dumb.
So
Okay. I feel like we're at 5. This is like the last round. I do love you all, but I feel like Justin kept me safe on that double, and I feel like Manda has been up so many times. I just feel like I don't think putting her up for a 3rd time would be best for my game. So I am gonna, unfortunately, like I said, I love you both personally, but I got so much blood on my hands, and we're the last round before Final 4, so I'm gonna put up Josie and Vicken.
Bullshit, cut the drama. Fuck you.
To quote Jed, don't make shit personal.
Yeah,
if
don't
you're gonna
make
fucking
shit
put me up, put
personal.
me up. Don't make shit personal. I'm kidding. It's whatever.
No, it's okay. It's all love.
This is the first time that I've ever not been happy that Jed has been in a position of power, because I know that he's gonna put me up and I'm not safe.
Yeah, so I'm up with my French Connection sister, Miss Josie Diane. I mean, what an iconic duo. She was my final 2, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, we and her had a pact, and that goes way back. And I felt like we could have done it, but one of us has to go. And it better not be me, because I'm here still to fight, and let's do it.
Are you guys ready for this veto competition?
Yeah.
It'll be
Good luck.
hosted by MK.
All right, I am back again, and we're going to do a Shane's BB on Air staple comp. That's one of my favorites, which is timestamp. So, like I said, you can answer in whatever time zone you just stated.
MK asking everyone else but me.
I know your EST, Josie.
Oh, once she knows me.
So, if you don't know how this competition works, I'm going to be naming an event that happened in the game, and you're going to tell me what time you believe that event happened. The person who is closest to the correct time will earn a point. Question 1. What time did Jed win Ghost Collage? We have a winner for that round. The correct time, Eastern time-wise, was 11:42 p.m., but the closest time was Manda. She got it with, you said 8:38 PST, so you are closest. What time was the first house guest, aka Spjork, evicted? Alright, the correct answer to that question was 9:26 p.m. EST, and with the closest time of 9:25 was Josie. So Josie earns a point. What time did Jed win household items? The correct time was 2:59 a.m. Eastern time, and with the closest time of 3 o'clock a.m. Eastern time is Josie, so Josie earns her second point. What time was the first juror, aka Logan, evicted? Okay, so 2 people answered the same exact time, the correct time, which was 1 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. But the person to send it first was Josie, so congratulations, Josie, you have won the power of veto.
So, I strap on, and I win POV. Once again, Chosen has tapped into her comp beast and taken herself out of trouble. I win the POV, I take myself off the block. Jed, go ahead, pick who you're gonna put up on the block. Because I will be voting to evict the other person that's not vacant. Because even though Jed and Vacant at this point have done shit in the game that doesn't make sense, as people who are supposed to be working with me, I still will not vote to evict Vacant because I have his back. So, right now, I'm just waiting to see who he's gonna put up. And then, I'm just gonna mind my business.
Congrats, Josie.
Get myself off the block. Next.
Okay. Let me talk. Let me chat. Josie, do you have any suggestions on the rename?
No.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm all talked out.
I figure, like Dan Gisling said, I'm already up to my elbows in blood, so why not go up to my neck? Sorry, Justin, I have to put you up.
Josie wins the veto, takes herself off the block, and I go up as planned. This plan is going to work. There is nothing like telling me that this is not going to work at all. I have a gut feeling that this is going to work. Even though Bacon's at an expense, and I'm going to feel so bad that he's have to go into say this and hear that I came up with this plan, it's just, it's a bad feeling. It sucked coming up with the plan, and it sucked presenting to Jed, but I have to do what I have to do to win. And Bacon, if you see this, I love you. I'm sorry that this is happening. When I said that it really sucks that me and you are on the block next to each other, I meant that wholeheartedly because I started thinking about, damn, I'm on the block to get my friend out. But there's nothing I could do about it now. So we just have to go along with the plan. We too deep in now. Too deep.
So I'm with my brother Justin. I love Justin to death. I can't campaign against him. We're final 5. It's gonna be hard to get Manda's vote, and I don't know if I should even talk to her because I put Manda up. Obviously, I don't need to talk to Josie. Josie is my girl, so we gotta see how it is. I think it's gonna be 1-1, and it's gonna seal my fate. So we'll see.
So the final nominees want to give a final plea out loud. You guys may do so now.
Where's about to plead?
You want me to go first? What is Jed? Why did he take out his camera? Come back.
Because I wanted to charge my phone. Okay, I'll come back. I just want my phone back. Go ahead.
So I'm not gonna campaign against Justin because Justin is Justin. I can't do that. He's a brother to me. But to Amanda and Josie, we're really far in this game. Do what's best for you. If you think I am an asset for you, keep me. If you think it's time for me to go, send me packing. Other than that, I had fun with each and every one of you. And yeah, take it away, Justin.
I'm not going to campaign so hard. Like I said, I've had conversations with you both. If you feel like I'm beneficial to keep, do that. If not, I completely understand. Like I said, I'm not going to campaign so hard. Picking. Yeah. Do what you got to do. And no love lost. It's all respect counts for it. Glad we all made it this far.
Well, this comes to a time.
I mean, I wouldn't want it to be anybody else, but
Say that again.
I hate that it's us.
I know. I mean, it was bound to happen. I had to do the move, and I'm happy I did it because if not, I would be a pussy ass bitch. So I'm happy. And I'm happy that it's like all of y'all going to the next. If I go out, I'm happy that at least one of y'all could win it. So
Same. I agree.
Like each and
Okay, I think I'm just gonna be honest with what's going on with my mind right now. Okay. I think Amanda's gonna vote one way. My vote will not matter because I think that if I vote the other way of Amanda, then Jed casts the final vote, and I feel like I kind of have an idea of where he's voting. Or I just cast unanimously and then the next person goes. And honestly, I wouldn't mind both of you being there. It's just like I know what it's like to get cut right before the end, and I want to plea. And my fear is that one of you may not even get me the third place prize minimum.
Josie, if you feel like I'm going to cut you, I'm not going to cut you. I don't even think I'll be in a position to cut somebody, from being honest. But as for respect and love for Vicky, vote me out.
But the thing is, I
don't want either one of us to go unanimously. So give Jed that final decision. I mean, who knows? He might not even evict Vicky. So
I think he's evicted.
Do y'all know Jed? Do y'all know this man?
Yeah, but I think
unpredictable.
Honestly, it's not about you leaving, in my opinion. I think it's more so like, am I giving Bacon at least a vote? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just being sincere and honest, which is frustrating. Because I fear that if Jed wins the challenge, she will not let me plea. So, I'm just gonna make it a tie. Jed, you can cast the final vote.
Holds Justin's hand. Wait. Okay, fine.
Wait, you're okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we do have the votes. By a vote of 1-1, we have a tie. So that does mean, Jed, as the HOH, you do have to break the tie.
Like I said, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go the loyalty route here. Like I said, both of you are in positions of power. Justin kept me safe. Vicky and you took a shot at me, so I'm gonna end it to you here.
Yeah.
Ooh. Thank you, Jed.
Because he shitted on me and finally got shitted on. And imagine that. Shitted on him. Imagine
that. The vote comes back 1-1, and I can decide who's gonna stay and who's gonna go to Final Four. Obviously, I'm not going to get rid of Justin. Justin's been my ride or die this whole game, and he's the only person that's been completely loyal to me, and he's the person that I want to be sitting next to at the end of this game. So I vote to evict Vicken. I happily vote to evict Vicken. And Vicken, a word of advice, next time you see me in a game, you might want to do what you usually do and just sit there and contribute nothing, because doing that gets you further in games than when you actually try and think.
And that means if I vote 2-1, Vicken, you've been evicted. From Shane's big brother, London. Thank you so much for playing this season. It was so much fun having you, and we honestly have some funny screenshots of Vicken like dancing.
No, I had so much fun. Like, really, like, this 4. I'm proud of each and one of you. Yeah, no hard feelings. I love all of you, and I hope it's mutual.
The vote comes back and it's a tie, but you knew that already. And Jed has the floor. Now, at this point, I'm thinking, if this motherfucker evicts me after all we've been through, I'm going to kill him. But that was only like 10% thought. 90% I'm like, this motherfucker just better make the speech sound believable, do whatever he gotta do to just play it up like, you know, whatever. So he evicts Vicken. I'm sad because I don't want Vicken to go. I want Vicken in the end with me. My ideal end would be Vicken, me, and Manda. No shade to Jed, no shade to Josie, but they played good games. And I feel like if us 3 were in the end, we will all have a fair shot and a toss-up for anybody could win. So, but yeah, so sad to see Vicken go.
Guess who's going to Final Four? Guess who is going? Me. Oh my god. I'm going to Final Four. I am so happy that Jed really said, Manda, you are going to Final Four. I am so thankful that he really did that. So now, time for the eviction vote. Vicken versus Justin. I haven't taught the game enough with Vicken. And Jed was in my DM saying, hey, you should evict Vicken. In which, I'm not sure. But I kind of like was going back and forth. But then, same time, I'm in the final 3 with Jed and Justin. And I think I need to kind of like show that loyalty. But just know it's not butt kissing, but I just felt like a little bit more loyal with Justin before the final 3 was made. And yeah. And Vic and I haven't. And then Josie Ann came to my DMs. Hey, who are you going to evict? And I'm like, okay, I'll be truthful. I'm going to evict Vic, and I know what she's about to do. She's about to break the tie, because I know Josie Ann. I know her. But hey, I'll be honest, I do not care because I made the final 4. Woo!
Okay, I don't get it. Okay, back. Okay, fine. It's all good.
I love you. I'm sorry I called you a clown.
No, I'm not, Jed. I'm not mad at you. I'm just, I had to. You have to understand that I have to. You need to understand that. But yeah, have fun. Final 4, and take care.
Listen, Vic and Mr. Oh, you know.
Oh. All right.
Congrats, final round, guys.
Oh my god.
I've made it to Final 4. Who would have thought I would be here at Final 4? I didn't think I was going to be here at Final 4. I'm looking around, I see Jed. Jed is a comp beast. Jed has argued with damn near half the house. Jed has lied to people, damn near neck filled all the way with blood. Then I see Josie. Josie is the social icon that she proclaims to be. And then we have Manda as well. Manda has been, under the radar, not a target, like me. So my ideal in Final 3 would be me, Manda, and either Jed or Josie. I don't know which one. But for me and Manda's best shot of winning, or like at least doing something, making a big move, or just not even making a big move, just getting to the end, we have to stick together and we have to choose between which one of them that they're gonna cut if we win this Final Four challenge. So let the games begin.
All right, we are almost done, but we do have one more competition. This is called the Final Eviction Power, or FEP for short. And here's how it'll work.
So the Final Four challenge is basically made up of 3 challenges. It's basically a point system. So first gets the amount of points, second, so on and so forth. And at the end, they're going to be total up, and whoever has the highest amount, they get to make the decision on who they're going to take to Final 3 with them and cut that last person and making them 4th place. If I were to win this competition, my plan would automatically keep Manda, because I feel like me and Manda are in the same boat. In between Josie or Jed, I'm leaning towards cutting Josie. I don't know. I'll just have, when I win, that's when I'll have to completely make my decision. But it sucks to cut one of them, game purpose. But personally, I would love to keep them. But I don't know. I'm not in a position yet, so I don't know yet.
I can't believe I'm at the final stage of this final comp to earn your spot in the Final 3. And if I somehow win this, hopefully I do, but if I somehow win this, I am gonna cut a big player, because I did say that I wanted to start making risky moves. And if I do win, I'm gonna evict between Josie and or Jed, but I'm gonna see how I feel of who the jury may like and respect the most, and that way I may use that as my speech. So for now, I really need to win this final HOH comp, and if I don't, then I don't know what will happen.
So for the first part, we're gonna have you guys doing a puzzle, a jigsaw puzzle. The first person to complete the puzzle will receive 2 points. The second and third people to finish it will receive 1 point each, and the last person will receive 0.
What's the first competition? A puzzle. A goddamn puzzle. This is not the easy, quick one. It's like a circular puzzle with pieces I've never seen in a puzzle in my life. And I'm supposed to do a puzzle to ensure that I make it to Final 3? Lord, say your prayers. It's goodbye for me.
All right, Jed has scored first place, so he will score 2 points. All right, Josiane has finished, so she has gotten 1 point. All right, Justin has finished third, which means Amanda has scored 0 points for this part. Now we're on to the second part of the FEP, as we call it. We're gonna give you basic game trivia for this. I'll ask a question, and all you have to do is give me an answer in your DR. If you answer correctly, you score a point. Question number 1. What was the name of the first HOH competition? Everyone scores a point with the answer of Monster Mash. All right, question number 2. Who won HOH on the double eviction? All right, everybody scores a point again. The answer was Justin. All right, question number 3. How many times was the veto used this season? All right, the correct answer was 5. Everyone scores a point but Manda. Question number 4. Who were the final nominees in week 4? Everyone scores a point. The correct answer was Dale and Sophia. Question 5. What curse or blessing was chosen by Nick after being evicted week 2? The correct answer was curse. It was -1 point to Dale in the HOH competition. Everyone scored a point but Manda. She did not specify what it was. Question number 6. What was the second household item that Trey asked for? All right, the correct answer was a cup. Everyone but Manda scores a point. On to the final question. What was the name of the veto competition during the double eviction? The correct name of the competition was Word Witchcraft. So Jed and Josie score a point. That's the end of part 2 of the FEP.
So at this point, we move on to the next part of the competition. I get all the maximum points I can, and so does Jed. So I know that I am 1 point 1 point away from beating Jed. Like, all Jed has to do is miss 1 point. 1 point. And we'll be tied. And I can secure my place in final 3.
It's time for the last part, which will be hosted by MK.
All right, last thing, y'all, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. For this competition, you're going to be given some riddles about your previously evicted house guests. You'll have 15 seconds to submit your answer to your DR, and then after each round, we'll total up your points, and then we'll add all of the 3 competitions together, and we will get our winner. Riddle number 1. In the first comp, we totally bombed, so we were the first 2 this season to be nommed. Okay, the correct answer was Spjork and Vicken. So Jed, Justin, and Josiane score a point. Alright, riddle number 2. My costume wasn't very scary. I dressed up as a pretty tooth fairy. Okay, everyone scored correctly with Lane, so everyone gets a point in that round. Alright, riddle number 3. While on the block, I was in quite a bind, evicted 5 to 4 since I was called a mastermind. Alright, yep, everyone scores a point with Nick. Nick is the correct answer there. Riddle number 4. I was second in the duel, so I'm the Scream Queen, but that week I was evicted 5 to 3. Everyone scores a point with Sophia. Riddle number 5. Being nominated week 1 and 2 was a total pain, but I'm glad I received a blessing from Lane. Yep, everyone scores a point with Logan. Okay, riddle number 6. I was given a curse by house guest Nick, evicted unanimously, my game wasn't real slick. Yep, everyone scores with Dale. And our last riddle. Throughout this whole game, I wore a hat that said romp. Josiane swore during household items that I was a flop.
Please.
Alright, and everyone scores with Shoe.
So this last competition is about the game. And guess who's taken no motherfucking notes? This girl, I didn't think I would take notes. Like, if you know me, one thing I'm gonna do is have notes. I always have notes. But I came into this thing thinking, I'm coming in to cause chaos, have fun. I won't make it to the end. I'm already a winner. She done told everyone before we could even pregame that I had won. And I made it to the end. And now I know the taking competition is what determines if I win. Jed has made it obvious from the jump that he's been taking notes. Obvious. What's the name of this competition? What's the name? I just didn't care for it. I didn't care. And now here we are. The one thing separating me from being in the final 3 is this comp.
Alright, the person who has scored the most amount of points, 16 points, and ensuring themselves a spot in the final 3 is, congratulations, Jed. You have won the final eviction power, aka the FEP. You must now make a decision on who you want to take with you to face the jury.
Throughout these 3 competitions, it was Jed, Josie, back and forth, wavering. And then Jed wins, but you do that already. I know I'm safe, so I didn't really think, even though it was kind of rude, but I kind of pleaded. I said, please keep me. There's no need to badger, Manda, bash Josie, because that's just not really me, unless I needed to. But at this point, I didn't really need to plead and beg, because I knew I was guaranteed a spot in the final 3. So phase 3 checked, phase 4 checked. So going on to phase 5, even though it's sad to say goodbye to either Manda or Josie, it's not me. Love all around, but it's not me.
I flopped and was such a clown during this eviction final comp. Like, I have no words for myself. I did so poorly on it. That's not like me. And yeah, but I'm glad that Jed won, and hopefully he kept his promise of taking me to final 3. I mean, I don't think he'll cut me though.
The thing I did differently this season that I never did in seasons past is I actually took really, really consistent notes. While I was running around doing all this strategizing and winning all these competitions, I was actually taking really, really thorough notes. So I got the lead from the jigsaw puzzle, and then I just didn't look back, and I got every single question right, and I stayed ahead of Josiane by 1 point the entire competition to win my 8th competition of the season. So I get to be the deciding factor of who goes to the final 3, and I'm super ecstatic because so many people did not want to see me here. They were preying on my downfall, and no matter what, I'm guaranteed a top 3 placement, and that is something that I'm extremely proud of. But now I have an important decision to make of who's gonna sit next to me.
Hey Jed, congratulations. I know I'm really, really tired right now. I'm so out of the loop of things, but I'm gonna try to keep this short. I'm not sure if I'm gonna win this game, and I think it's best for you to take me to final 3. But whatever you decide, I respect your decision.
Hi, hello. Please keep me.
I honestly, this is kind of giving me Peter River PTSD. I don't want to be cut at the end. Obviously, I do think that winning, not to make things personal, but it's been like a rough patch for me. So even if I would get 3rd or 2nd, it would help me a lot in other levels. Jed, you kind of know my game. Nothing was really hidden, so you know what I can hit with, and I feel like you can prepare yourself for that, whereas I don't necessarily know all of the relationships you had and all the things you had to maneuver here. So I feel like my answers will be less a surprise versus like the other 2 players where you don't know their benefits, and I feel like you can counteract my responses better than perhaps the other 2, just because like we were in the same alliances. The one time I had power, or like 2 times I had power, you were the first person I told my thing to. We worked together all the way to get to this point, and I think some of the jury feels like you don't play a really loyal game or whatever. So if it could also add to your benefit to say that you did have 2 allies if you chose me and Justin, or 1 ally the whole time from start to finish that was transparent with you. Not to mention reparations 2.0, your words, not mine, period.
Can I ask what people would have done had they won the competition? Huh?
Is this rhetorical?
Well, yeah, I think I know where you're doing.
I've never once said that I wasn't going to go to the end with you, and never not done that. I wasn't going to not do that today. I think, again, we set a goal to accomplish, and obviously there's things that I did not like, but I never took that against you. You put me on the block, I did not. So if anything, I was more so scared about if you would actually bring me than anything else, if I'm being quite frank.
I'm like, this is my time to convince him. The Josie Miss needs to come into effect. The Josie Miss has to come to effect. So I talk to Jen and I tell him, if I would have won, I would have taken him. Is that true? I don't know, because at this point in time, Jed is obviously someone who's in my way to win. But I do trust my game enough that even if I have to go to the end with Jed, I can win. So while I said that to him, is that guaranteed? I don't know. But I told him that I would. And so now it just rests on him. Jed starts talking, starts saying, I feel as though I'm gonna lose. You're gonna lose? Jed, why are you shitting on your game? While your game has been so frustrating for me, your game has been amazing. You deserve the win just as much as me. So he starts down talking his game, and part of me wants to tell him, no, Jed, I do think that you're gonna get this win. do think you're gonna win this one. But I'm telling him that he can win against me because I still want to make it to the end. I still want to plead. So I keep going.
All right. Like I said, I feel like there's a decision I want to make in my head and one in my heart. I feel like no matter what combination I sit, I probably won't win.
I actually disagree. You literally got a shout out from Brianna and Ray. Not to mention, like, there are things. I think you're selling yourself short. I think if we're being honest, I think you're the front runner to win. Not to mention that, like, if I were you, there's a lot of things that I could say that literally would win. Like, you've been a target technically day one. You try to flip sides, and then the people who weren't on the other side wanted to vote for you to win, which is a lot of the jury members at this point in time. So you're going to the final with 3 people. You have a guaranteed, I think, 2 to 3 votes. So I think you're selling yourself really short, which is what, like, it will really hurt me if you cut me, because I do think that you could win, and I don't have the energy to play like I usually do.
All right. I think you're gonna know what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I appreciate that, Josie. Like I said, I still don't think I'm gonna win, but I feel like if I'm not gonna win, then I want to go out next to 2 people that I feel like I would be okay if either of them won. Amanda, I've gone to bat for you this whole game. I saved you on like 3 votes. I did up until probably like 10 minutes ago. I like literally everything I told you has been like true. Like, I've been going hard for you, Amanda. And I feel like you've been expendable to some people, but I've really kept you in the loop and communicated with you. I told you I wanted to take you to final 3, but I don't know. I'll probably look dumb. Everybody will laugh at me in their DRs, and I don't know. But I just feel like with everything that happened with the cookout, and just like, I just feel like the final 3 to represent this season, even if, I lose. And this happens to me all the time where I don't make the move that I should make, but I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna sit next to Josie and Justin and give us that all black, final 3. And it's not to discredit you, Amanda, but if I'm gonna lose, I want to lose and feel somewhat good about the decision I made. And I feel like I can feel good about the fact that I will lose next to Justin and Josie, and if I'm gonna lose either way, instead of just cut her and then sit final 3 and lose regardless. So I hope you're not too upset, Amanda, and I hope you can still look at me as a friend, because I did try and do as much as I could during the game, but that vision kind of feels better to me in the final 3. So that's my decision, and I hope you guys can respect that.
Chad took me to final 3. I get to play my game. I'm feeling ecstatic. I'm feeling amped. I'm feeling overjoyed. I didn't even think, really. I knew I set myself up to be in the final 3, regardless, by the point that jury had started. However, I didn't think that I would even hit the shot, because I knew I was going to play a game or a strategy that I've never really done. It's a little bit more outside of the box, because I'm secure enough to know that I've won this game before. But I made it to final 3, and now I get to play.
So unfortunately, Jed cuts Manda, and I understand why he cut Manda, because of his reasoning and his, personal morals or whatever. Not saying that I'm against her or anything. I would have personally took Manda, mainly because I feel like Manda deserves that recognition, and Manda deserves that chance to talk her game out to the jury and explain why she made it this far. Not taking anything away from Josie, because I want all of us to do the same. But just because I have a soft spot for Manda and I have deep love for Manda, I really wanted Manda to have this moment of pleading her case, answering questions, telling the jury on why should she win. And unfortunately, Manda got 4th place. it was very emotional moments, and I just want to tell Amanda I love her so much. She did excellent in this game. She has nothing to be upset about. She played this game flawlessly.
Up until like 30 seconds before I had to make that decision, I always envisioned Justin and Amanda being my final three. However, the more and more I think about the jury, I know that Logan and Dale are probably not going to vote for me. And I know that if I send Josie Ann to the jury, she's not going to respect my game because she's going to be bitter that I didn't take her to the final three. And her and Shu together, oh, there's no chance I'm getting those votes, and they probably have a lot of influence over Vicken as well. So if I evict Josie Ann, that's 5 votes that I'm probably going to lose right there. So I play offense and I put Josie Ann in final 3 because I feel like Manda will be more receptive to hearing out my game and potentially earning that vote.
All right. So with that being said, Amanda, you have been evicted from Shane's Big Brother Haunt On.
Oh, sorry. I the whole time. Yeah. I hate crying so much.
I just want to say, Amanda, thank you for finally playing my game after I feel like I've been asking you every season to play.
Yeah, I don't know if you hurt me, but I'm sorry.
It's okay. But you've come so far, and I think you should be proud of the game you played. And you do get to help decide who will win this season.
Yeah, there's no hard feelings. There's no hard feelings at all. I actually respect your decision. I was like, congrats to the final 3 that made it.
I'm sorry. That was not a fun decision for me. Like, I don't look at it was just somebody just to throw off to the wind. It was really hard for me, and it weighed on my heart. So I hope you know that.
It's all good. I don't know why I'm crying. It's because I was back close, but it's okay.
It's 4 a.m. It's been a long night. Like, I don't blame you, but I do love you, and I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I really, really respect this final 3, and I really love it so much. I'm not mad at all. I think I'm going to vote for the person who I felt played the best game, and all 3 people really deserve to be in the final 3. And I did respect your decision why you evicted me. I don't know, I just felt like I did such a good job in this game. Maybe that's why I'm about this.
You survived the block, like you won competitions, like you did good, and I'm really proud of you because I feel like people probably looked at you like, oh, Amanda, you ate it up, so I'm proud of you.
Alright, I'm not sure I'll be staying for but I'll be thinking hard of who I'll be voting for. But Jane, thank you so much for letting me play this game.
Yes, of course. It was great having you play, finally.
Oh yeah, you've been waiting for me to play. I can't believe I made it that far.
You should be very proud.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Congrats to all 3 of you. It just like BB23 where history was made. I'm glad that the history is continuing to be such a powerful final 3.
Love you, Amanda.
I love you.
Amanda.
Love you too. He got me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he blindsided me. He did that, and I have never been blindsided in any, like, all the games I've ever played in. This is the first time ever I've been blindsided. Like, he literally played me, and you know what? I respect that. I'm not mad or upset. I mean, I am kind of upset that I didn't win and didn't make it to final 3, only because I felt all the games I played in, this was the game I felt I did such a good job based on social, and I really did have a great speech prepared, like, for the first time. But at the same time, if there's anyone who deserves final 3, would be Jed, Justin, and Josie Ann, because those 3 pretty much helped me to where I was, and those 3 played an amazing game. Each and one of them played a different game that I really respected, and what Jed said to me before he cut me was full of respect and integrity, And I am so glad that the cookout is still continuing on outside of the game, and I hope it continues on. And when I heard about that, I was so happy that how much the cookout has impact, and I hope in Big Brother 24 it just continues like that. So I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity. And finally, Shane, I got to play your game. But yeah, cheers to 4th place.
Can I just say something really quick?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like listening, but I might fall asleep. So I just want to say congratulations, Final 3. You guys killed it. I'm so happy to see any of one of you as the winner. So I'm very excited to see how this plays out. So good luck to you guys, and yeah.